now listening to the most talked about blog talk radio station in the universe. Walk in his ways, Impact Voice Radio. Be prepared to have your mind stimulated, your spirit elevated in ways you couldn't even imagine. Introducing your host and the mastermind behind this unforgettable experience, Furman Jackson Jr. You will not be disappointed. Let's go!
We just thank everybody for allowing us to be your home, your place of business, where you're working out, wherever you may be at. We just thank y'all for allowing us to be in y'all homes, your place of business. Once again, I'm with my favorite two people, my sisters, of course, Anna C and Coach Shay. We hanging out tonight. We're going to be talking about the man in the mirror. That's tonight's topic of discussion, the man in the mirror. You know, Michael Jackson back in the 80s wrote a song called Man in the Mirror. And we know in order for us to change, we have to change our ways. Because the first person you see in the morning is yourself, if you're not married. But I'm just saying, but still, if you're married, the first person you see when you go in the bathroom is yourself. You see you, and we could be our own worst enemy. You know, we were so programmed to blame the devil for this, we blame people for this, we blame our parents for that. But a lot of stuff we created because of the way that we think, the way that we was programmed, and the way that we created our own world. You know, you hear people say, really why we're in the situation that we're in now because of our thought process, the subconscious mind, because what we think is, we gonna think it, and eventually it's gonna manifest itself. But we'll get into that tonight. And we know that we got some financial tips tonight, and we got entertainment news tonight. So before we get off into the nice topic, I'm gonna kick it off to Anna C as she brings the financial tips for the week. So encourage you to get your pen, get your notepad, paper, whatever you need, and start applying these principles into your life. It don't make no sense to get information you're not willing to apply. Because the Bible says that we deceive our own selves. So you're not deceiving your neighbor, you're deceiving yourself. So I encourage you, if you can, get some pen, get a paper, and get to write, take these notes. And I'm ready to kick it off to Anna C. Anna, thank you for the financial tips. Take it away.
Hey, it's Anna C, your spending plan specialist, financial planning at your fingertips. Let me tell you, so tonight we're talking about awareness. We're talking about the man in the mirror. And so when that correlates and goes with finance, we definitely need to take a look in the mirror and look at our own income. We need to start preparing for a recession. And if you're not aware, we're in what's called a bear market. That's when things are going down, prices are going up. Typically, in times of recession, it typically lasts between 16 to 18 months, sometimes even up to 2 years before they categorize it as a depression. And it's just a time in our economy where money is tight. It isn't flowing as loosely as it normally would. And so the value of our dollar is changing, and a lot of our incomes are not. So a lot of times you'll see things like extremely high inflation. You'll see the cost of products and goods, consumer goods. You're going to see the consumer product index go up. Typically, it's around 3%. It has risen past 8% currently. So what that means is the average cost of regular products that we make here in the U.S. costs more than they have ever cost before. That's in basic terms. So it costs more to get products, make products, receive them, purchase them, buy them. Everything's going up. But our paychecks, the same reason that they give us, that they increase prices and the cost of things like rent and living expenses, is the same excuse they give us to why they're not paying us more. So in times of recession and, Lord forbid, depression, what do? You should not panic in times of a bear market where stocks are going down. That's actually the best time, if you're able to hold and get into the market, because what goes up must what goes down must go back up, right? So you want to get tight with your spending. This is the perfect time to create a budget, a spending plan. You need to be awareness of what you're spending your money on, because you can't afford to lose any dollars right now. A lot of us have uncontrollable expenses, miscellaneous. We get paid and we say, where is our money going? I don't know what I'm spending my extra cash on. So now is the perfect time. You need to write out your expenses, write out your liabilities, everything that you're spending money on. You need to start tracking it and then see if there's anything that you can reduce or eliminate. Now is the time to save and to conserve and to plan and prepare. All right. It's not the time to panic, because this is just a part of our economy. It just goes in a circle like this. And we were in a bull's market for many, many months, over years. So it's time. It's just making a full circle. Prepare yourself, prepare your household, prepare your finances. Start watching your spending.
I don't know where did Anna go.
I think she froze up on Ian until she get back on. Today, well, we got 10 vehicles on Ian, but tonight I'm very excited about tonight's topic because we talk about man in the mirror. I'm very excited. It's all about that growth and elevation in our life. This is what the 6th month of 2022. We got to know.
I mean, business owners, we are in the last quarter
of it. So, that has going on. But before we get off into the nice topic of discussion, of course, passing on to Coach Shay with the entertainment news until Anna get back online with us.
Hello, everyone. It's Coach Shay again. I'm back with some entertainment news you can use. So, last week, Deshaun Watson, the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, was hit with yet another lawsuit. Allegedly, he displayed inappropriate sexual behavior during a few of his massage sessions. Now, I don't know what he don't understand about. The massage is supposed to be professional. He's looking for the happy ending. He keeps looking for the happy ending. I'm not convinced that 24 different massage therapists is going to lie on him about these allegations. Come on now, Deshaun. It's just a massage, okay? Also, Ohio governor signs House Bill rule allowing armed school employees to have guns in the school. It's scary for me. I really don't really know how to feel about this. It's like, all because of all the mass shootings that's going on in the schools. It's like, do we let them have it and hope that they do their best to protect the students in the case of these events happening? It is training required. They have to have 24 hours of training, up to 8 hours of continual education training after each year, to continue to keep the firearm with them. But definitely, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, comment below and let us know, how do you feel? Do you think that they should allow armed school employees? And if that gets passed here in Texas, if you are here in Texas, how does that make you feel? How you feel about that? Also, Amazon has launched a new drone delivery service. This man is just unstoppable when it comes to innovation processes. He is one of the people, if you're a business owner or entrepreneur, he is one of the people you should definitely look at when it comes to these innovative processes, how he continues to evolve with time. Even during the pandemic, he came up with a way to get those deliveries out in exponential amount of time. And now he has the drone services. It's called Prime Air. It's called Prime Air. Lockheed, or I think it's Lockheed, California, is the first to get to try this drone. So the drone, what's going to happen is you're going to place your order. And the drone will fly to your location and drop off your package. Isn't that cool? Like, we are in that age, y'all. It's so remarkable. If you haven't noticed, like, when we was talking about prices with Anna, like as the prices go up and the gas prices go up, have y'all not realized that they're trying to force us to get electric cars? I literally thought about this yesterday. I'm like, they're really trying to force us to go ahead and buy electric cars. That is why the gas prices is going to go up. It's probably going to continue to go up. And now I'm thinking about investing in a electric vehicle, maybe a hybrid or something like that. We have to keep continuing and moving with time, y'all. So the next thing is the electric cars. We got to go ahead and go with the wave. We got Amazon that's got the drone now. They dropping out products out of the air. It's gonna be crazy. So y'all look out for Prime Air coming soon. Also, in celebrity news, Regina King made her first red carpet appearance after losing her son back in January this year. She made a comeback to receive an award in Italy. Also, Master P lost his daughter. She was 29 years old. They're saying the cause of death was mental illness or substance abuse. People, we have to get a hold of our minds. We have to stop allowing the devil to sweep us out of our life and talk us into to giving him so much power over our life. And my heart goes out to them because I am an angel mom myself. I have never lost a living child. I cannot imagine. And my heart goes out to them just being a parent that have, lost a child as well. So you guys continue to be dynamic, and that's all I have for the Celebrity Tea today.
Appreciate you, Coach Shay, with the latest entertainment news and updates. It's all about evolving with the time. Of course, we know we got to go along with the time. We constantly evolve of ourselves. We are creatures of habit, and we should always want to grow, and we should always want to elevate ourselves. We should always want to take it to the next level. We should always want to keep ourselves open-minded, open to new ideas, open to new solutions, not to be so closed-minded, but connect with other people who can help you take it to another level, another phase in your life. And tonight we're going to be talking about the man in the mirror. That's tonight's topic. The man in the mirror. The person that you see every day. The person you go to bed with every day. The person you wake up with every day. The person you go to work with every day. The person you go to your place in business every day. The person you around other people with every day. This person goes with you every day. But do we know who we truly are? I heard a powerful statement on yesterday. We hear people all tell you all the time, be yourself, be yourself. But how can you be yourself if you don't know your self-worth? So we can't tell somebody to be themselves if they don't know, if we don't know who we are. We being programmed, we was influenced, you this way, be that way, this way, but we still don't know who we are. We judge ourselves, we put ourselves down, we limit ourselves, we worry about what other people are gonna say, we want other people's approval. When it comes to social media, we want everybody to approve on social media. How many likes can I get? How many followers can I get? But you still don't know who you are. Because after the status, after you're off social media, what happens? You're going right back to that person. You're going right back to that way of thinking. So I love what Solomon says in Proverbs 23, and we're going to have a topic discussion. And like I said, I got the ladies on with me tonight, and we want to engage. So if you're on Facebook Live and you're watching us, we want to hear from you. We want you to comment, leave in the chat. We want to hear from you.
Yeah.
But in Proverbs 23:7, he said, "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he." I like that. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. So what are you thinking? Whatever you think, that's what you are. If you're thinking that you'll never make it in life, that's what's going to happen to you. If you're thinking that you're not worth the value, that's what's going to happen to you. If you feel like, do this person like me? You just gonna be, that's what you think, that's what's gonna happen. So as you think of, as a man think of, so is he. So we're gonna be talking about the man in the mirror tonight. What are some things in your life that you want to improve on? What are the things in your life that you feel like I need to take it to the next level? We are in the 6th month of 2022, in the first of the year. We got so excited. Oh, I got my New Year's resolution and all this other stuff. But then after January the 1st, we go right back into that slump. We pump ourselves up. We get so excited. We go right back down into that slump again. And then we get mad at everybody else because they're fulfilling their obligation. They're fulfilling their purpose. They're fulfilling their goals. And we get all upset when we get mad. No, because we brought this stuff on ourselves because of the way that we think. So, ladies, I want y'all to time in on this. The thinking process, the pattern of change. What's some things in your life that, hey, you know what? I could change this. I get better in that. Is it like dealing with slothfulness, not being on time? It's some things in our life that we know we can always grow from. So, ladies, what are the things that y'all can implement on tonight's topic discussion that can benefit someone who is watching right now on Facebook Live?
Shay, you want to go first?
Yeah, because what's crazy is I literally have already wrote about this topic. I need to just go ahead and drop a video about it. It's how to become more self-aware and how to heighten your self-awareness, because that's like a key element as well, just like is in changing your mindset. Is definitely becoming self-aware, heightening your self-awareness. So what is self-awareness? What even is that? So self-awareness can be described as the ability to focus on yourself and how your actions, thoughts, and emotions do or don't align with your internal standards. Just like Furman said, what you think with your heart, and that's where it say, is it aligning with your internal standards? What you think with your heart, that's what happen. So become self-aware, focus on yourself and your actions, your thoughts, and what they make you do, what these actions and thoughts lead to you doing. Also, it's a method of interpreting your actions, your feelings, and your thoughts objectively. So you're not judging yourself when you're doing this. When you get into a level of self-awareness, you're not judging it whether it's good or bad. You just acknowledging that this is going on. Like, say for Furman was saying, maybe it's slothfulness, maybe it's procrastination, right? If you release the thought, procrastinate, you will no longer procrastinate because you have released the thought that you're procrastinating. I feel like a lot of the time we just convince ourselves that we are in a procrastination state, when at all actuality is something that we're thinking that's creating that resistance, right? So it's 5 elements of self-awareness. So it's self-concept, the way that you perceive yourself. And then it's your environmental concepts, which is how you think that everybody perceives you. You know, we all have our own thoughts about what we think other people thinks about us. We like, oh, well, they might think that I'm too salesy, or they might think that I post about my business too much, or they might think that I talk a lot. Whatever this narrative that you painted for other people that nobody probably ever told you, because I used to do this, y'all. It would be things that I would think that nobody ever told me this. Like, nobody ever told me this, but I thought those things about myself. Nobody ever told me. Nothing that I would think negative, that nobody ever told me, oh my God, I do not like your voice. It was a point where I stopped talking on podcasts because I was like, I don't like hearing myself talk. I was like, I don't think my voice, I was like, people probably hate hearing my voice. And I had convinced myself that people didn't like hearing my voice, so I stopped talking. I just stopped talking. So we have to be mindful as to those stories that we tell ourselves surrounding what we believe that people think about us. The main concept to focus on is self-concept. What do you perceive you as? Who do you perceive you to be? Your thoughts and your emotions are tied together. So when we try to become more aware of our emotions, first you have to understand it's a process. You're gonna fight your feelings, you're gonna fight your body, and you're gonna fight your emotions. It's a whole process. So some ways that you can become more self-aware is keep a journal. I know y'all done heard us probably say this before, writing things down, writing down your goals, planning and prioritizing, because and we probably run it down a lot, but it is so true, y'all. Like if you don't write it down, if you ain't tracking yourself, you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know where you at. So it's important to write it down. Also, perform self-reflection. Take time and evaluate yourself. Did I really have to say that like that? No, I really didn't. I didn't need to go apologize. Did I really have to do that like that today? I really didn't have to overreact like that today. It's all about checking yourself. The same way that you can tell your friend that they did that all bad, it's the same way you can come and talk to yourself. Have that same sit down. Girl, what did you do today? Okay, I wasn't as productive as I should have been. Okay, you can fix that tomorrow. Don't wait a whole month to fix it. Don't say I'm gonna start on the 1st to fix it. It really is getting back on track that next day. Hold yourself accountable to the next day, not the next month, because you look up and next month will be next year. All right. Practice meditation and mindfulness habits.
Until Shay get back.
It looks like we lost Shay.
Until she get back on, but it's some interesting stuff that we're talking about tonight. Main thing is dealing with like the awareness, the confidence that we need. And a lot of times we psych our own selves out because our mindset. We limit ourselves to what we think. If opportunity presents itself, we already judging ourselves. Well, I can't do that. I don't have experience in that. We already psyching ourselves out to never fully embrace, okay, I can do this. I will do this. You know, understanding the great I am, like I am this, I am great, but we already psych ourselves out. Like I know, Anna, with you being in the financial business and you talk to people, they probably already psych themselves out of like saying, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, it isn't impossible. How do you better handle that with people that may already psych themselves out when it comes to helping them out and when it comes to the financial arena?
That's a very good question. And so when it comes to psyching yourself out, you know, already counting yourself out before you even get into the game, it goes way beyond, of course, finance, because we see this every day, like we're talking about awareness. And so a lot of times when we're doing the introspection that Shay spoke about, it's going to be very important that we check ourselves. And so when I say check ourselves, I just want to give y'all some examples, you know, because if you're into sports, you know, you got offense and defense. And so the spirit of offense can be powerful, but sometimes people misconstrue, they're offended, so they start to become defensive, right? And so it's in our human nature to protect ourselves. And sometimes we protect ourselves because we're deflecting from our own insecurities. All right. And so what I mean by that is, have you ever been around somebody who says he think he know it all? A lot of times when people say things like that, it's not that that person knows it all. The person who's saying that has some insecurities about how much they know. Okay, they feel insecure about what they're bringing to the table, but nobody wants to say that about themselves, that they don't feel confident about what they know. When I hear people say, she thinks she's all of that, she's full of herself. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, why is that an issue? If she thinks she all that, you all that too. What's the problem that she thinks highly of herself? You don't think enough of yourself, that someone else's confidence in themselves bothers you. It makes you feel uncomfortable. Now, there's a difference in being confident and arrogant But a lot of these feelings are because we have some insecurities about ourselves that we don't want to address or discuss. So we project that onto others. And I see it, man, I see it all the time. Even with myself, you have to check yourself, the power of offense, because it really boils down to shame and guilt,
That
right?
is so true. And that is another way to become self-aware is pay attention to what bothers you about other people. That is on my list. Like, pay attention to what bothers you about other people, because deep down, like Anna was saying, it's probably a way that you are deflecting. And it's probably
Absolutely.
something that you need to dig up that you're not liking about you. And that's okay. Like, I think that people don't understand that that's okay. Like, like your feelings is totally okay. Like, they totally valid. You can feel how it is that you want to feel. But the negative mindset that comes along with those emotions are the things that you want to detach from. You don't want to keep carrying around those negative emotions that's attached to the jealousy, that's attached to the fear, that's attached to not being confident, because that comes with a negative
Resentful, all of those
mindset.
feelings, right?
Yeah.
Right. It really goes with self-worth. So that's when you got to put in the work with yourself. Because a lot of times, if you walk in a room and you don't feel confident, or you feel awkward, or you feel uncomfortable, a lot of times we feel misplaced and out of place. And that's fine. Your instincts and your feelings, like Shay said, they are your own. But we have to check that, because a lot of us battle with worthiness. Sometimes we battle with feeling deserving of. And so when you have a mindset like that, it will limit you. That's why you see a lot of people, they only hit a certain level of success. Because if they just go up any higher, they feel like, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't have this much. And so they start to self-sabotage themselves. Okay, they start to, when things are going too good, but this just, it's too good to be true. How many times have we heard that or said that? It's too good to be true, so we don't believe it. We don't walk forward. This opportunity, it's got to be a scam. It ain't nothing this easy. But that has to do with limited beliefs and your self-worth. And when you go to the word, you know, we are all heirs. But how many of us really rock our crown? A lot of people battle when it comes to money. Like when they say money is the root of all evil, they feel like if you're a person of God, if you're a Christian, you shouldn't have. But that's not true. He wants us to live an abundant life, right? He doesn't want us to be complacent. And to be a better servant, you have to be in a position to serve and give. So he blesses those who blesses others, and he blesses those who manage what they have well. You know, I mean, it just goes on and on. We talked about the talents at church. Are you able to multiply your talent? Are you going to double it? Or are you going to be afraid and you're going to bury it and do nothing with it? Right? So we have to do that self-check. So when it comes to finances, yes, we have some limiting beliefs, and some people feel like they do not feel worthy of wealth and success, which is not true. That's why a lot of people don't strive to reach certain levels. They just stop. Oh, that's too much. I don't want all that responsibility. Oh, I'm fine where I'm at. I don't have to be rich. You don't have to be, but if you could, why not?
And that makes me think about, like, people should change their money story. Like, y'all, we have to change our story that we tell ourselves about money too, because if not, we won't have it. Like, we won't like we won't possess it. And when Anna was talking about self-sabotage, I had wrote about that too. Self-sabotage is the patterns or thoughts that hold you back and prevent you from doing what you want to do. And it's usually rooted from low self-esteem, y'all. It's usually rooted from just not having this liking for yourself. You go around blaming others when things go wrong. You choose to walk away from things that are hard or don't go smoothly. You procrastinate. You pick fights with friends and partners for no reason. Dating people who aren't right for you. Trouble stating what you need. And I feel like that's another thing we struggle with too. Like if somebody be like, well, what's wrong with you? And you have a problem, you be like, okay, so what do you need? And you're like, I don't know. That's an issue.
I'm gonna say that on that too, just talking about this. We sugarcoat a lot of stuff. We beat around the bush. We don't tell nobody. Tell somebody what you want. And we sugarcoat that so much. I don't want to offend nobody on what they gonna say, what they gonna think. Just being blunt, just telling somebody, okay, believe in yourself. And that's what happened. We don't believe in ourselves. We lack that confidence. So, well, I tell her this. What's she really gonna think about me? Oh, it's not gonna happen. Oh, they think I'm this. Won't think I'm that. So what you do, you limit yourself. You place this limitation on ourselves. So we just go along with the motion.
Shut down.
Yeah, shut down. Oh, I'll wait till next week. Oh, I'll wait about a couple of days. But once again, because we've been so programmed to think a certain way that we gotta please people. I gotta look this way. I gotta look this way. And by all means, if you want to have money, do the money for yourself. Don't do it try to win people over. If you want to take care of your body, do it for yourself. If you want to have a meaningful relationship, you do it for yourself. Don't do it so I gotta do this to please people, because at the end of the day, you're still not gonna be happy. You still don't know who you are. If you're trying to please people so bad instead of being yourself. That's why I love if you look at Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, they don't care what nobody think about them. They gonna do their thing. And that's how we should be. Don't worry about what people gonna say. People gonna talk. It's two types of people we got in this world. There's people that's gonna love you, and there's people that's gonna hate you. Them two types of people got in this world. But at the end of the day, it's all about you loving you. It's all about you investing in you. It's all about you being better than what you do. And dress yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Dress yourself up for you. If you just go to the grocery store, dress yourself up. Because image is everything. And if you looking all bummy and you looking all complacent, how do you think people gonna treat you? They're gonna treat the way how you are. So if you walk with your head up high, and that's one thing I lacked in my life, the lack of confidence. But as you get older, you want to develop that confidence. You walk in like you own the place. Whatever you at, wherever your feet tread upon, that's sure. You walk in like you own the place. Whether it's your place of business, you already own that place. Whether you working out, whatever you're doing, you walk in that gym, you working out with your trainer, you walk in with your head up high. Whatever you doing, like you walk with your head up high. Don't limit yourself, because this is your kingdom. This is your kingdom. This is your domain. You are the head honcho. And that's something that we want to get to tonight. Developing that supreme being who you are. People always say all the time, I'm a queen, I'm a king. Are you really that? Or is that just a cliche that we say?
Because kingdom building and kingdom living is a whole nother different realm. One of my coaches that I follow that I love so much, her name is Coach Jana. She talks a lot about this, and she talks a lot about how when we in the valley, like we're gonna go through the valley. Like nobody told us that we're gonna skip this part. So we gotta know that we don't make the exception. Like even though we feel like we this and that, we don't make the exception. We still gonna have to go through things to seek kingdom living, to seek the kingdom lifestyle. And when I think kingdom, I think of this big old empire, right? And I think of how many people it's gonna take to build the kingdom lifestyle and the kingdom living. And people are insane thinking that you're not gonna have to associate yourself with other human beings to be able to build a kingdom. Rome wasn't built overnight. The pyramids wasn't built overnight. It took a surplus of people to come together with a common goal to get it done. So when you building a kingdom or talking about kingdom building, a kingdom lifestyle, know that this is nothing that you're going to attain by yourself.
And it's not an overnight thing. It's process. It's a lifestyle that we have to develop on a regular basis. You have to become a better version of yourself every day. You just can't say I'm gonna be a better version of myself today, then tomorrow you go back being slothful. Nah, this is something we have to practice. You hear the word motivation. You hear the word discipline. My thing is about being more disciplined. I know earlier about writing things out. This is what I did for myself. I wrote out what I want in my life. I write, and I'm just gonna verify. I put Furman Jackson Jr. Furman Jackson Jr. to live a disciplined lifestyle, to put in 1,000% in anything that I do, because I'm creating my world.
Right.
So you create your world. So you write this stuff down. Like you want your finances in order. You write down how you want your finances in order. You know, Bob Proctor was saying, like your yearly income, you should want your yearly income to be your monthly income. If you tell somebody, man, hey, let's turn your yearly income to your monthly income, what's the first thing that'll come to your mind?
I'm gonna be ecstatic.
Well, but to the common,
yeah, you do.
It's the common person is gonna be like, man, I can't do that. That ain't possible.
It's fear. It's fear, because our product of our environment. We may have family members who struggle with poverty, friends, because we so excited about things we want to do in our life. What we put to do? We go to social media, we tell people, and the same one we tell, they down on you, they disrespect, you know what I'm saying? So we go back to what people gonna think, what they gonna say. But
that's when having a strong mindset comes in, because a lot of times, you know, I want to speak on something.
Go ahead.
I know y'all hear people, I want y'all opinion. We hear people who say, move in silence. Okay. So I'm going to say what I think about that, but I want to hear what y'all think about that. So often we hear people say, move in silence. You ain't got to post everything you do. You ain't got to share everything you do. You want that marriage to last, don't share your man. Y'all know y'all done seen stuff like that. You don't have to tell them until it's done. Right. Well, I see flaws in that. The first flaw that I see in that is, that's a man mindset. And when I say a man's mindset, because if you are a child of God, you know that what's for you, nobody can block. So if it's for you, it don't matter who you share with. Can't nobody block your blessings. So if you're worried about somebody blocking you, you thinking like a man. Okay, that's the first thing. The next thing, I feel like closed mouths don't get fed. So often we go through stuff we don't have to go through because we're so afraid to say what we're doing, what we aspire to do. That's what we were talking about. We're so afraid of somebody telling us that ain't a good idea, don't do it, that we don't share. And so by not sharing, we go through more mistakes, we mess up, we don't do it, you see what I'm saying? But I have realized, if I start speaking my dreams, if I start affirming and manifesting and putting in the work, God opened doors and somebody say, hey, let me show you this. Have you thought about? So sometimes, like, if I wouldn't have said something about what I want to do, that door wouldn't even open. Right. And so, like, if you got a relationship that you got to hide, that's not going to keep the relationship. Like, hiding them is not going to keep it together, because a man and a woman going to do what they want to do regardless. That's a connection between y'all. So not posting them on Facebook ain't going to make them be monogamous. It's not going to make them be faithful. It's not going to make y'all be happier. If you can't post your man or your woman because you're so scared, so insecure, somebody going to holler at them and they take the bait, then there is a problem.
What I'm gonna say on this one too, it's all about, it's going back to the confidence thing again. And I know tomorrow night we're gonna be doing another episode. And I know this tomorrow night is gonna be about the episode about the guys. Manhood, we're at war. What I'm learning now, y'all know the difference between a man and a male. See, from a man perspective, a man is gonna be about his business. A male is not gonna be about his business. A man is a man is going to be himself. He's going to be that leader. He's going to be the one that takes the initiative. He's going to be the ambitious. He's going to be the driven. He's going to be on his purpose. He don't, excuse my friend, he's not going to give a damn what nobody think about him. He going to be about his business. The male is a beta. The male too busy depending on the woman to take care of him. He too busy worried about what everybody think about him. And he care about everybody's opinion. But getting back to the point, going back, Anna, I believe just confidence. You have to be confident.
When people say move in silence, how
The
do you feel
moving
about
is-
that?
Because you don't believe in yourself. To me, that sounds like you don't believe in yourself. You're not confident in yourself. Don't give a damn what anybody say about you. Don't give a damn what people think about you, and that's our problem.
It's easier to quit if nobody know you trying.
Yeah.
People don't want to be held accountable.
Yeah,
They don't want to say I did it, and then they gotta do it. That's why they want to move in silence. If they do it and they don't tell nobody they doing, it's easier to quit. It's easier to give up. It's easier to fail. Man, that's a cop out, man. That's swag.
Yeah, it is the cop out. And I feel like the moving in silence for me is keeping my vision away from the people that will try and sabotage it or have some negative to say about it. Like if I know if I got a business thing going on and I know that I can't talk to a certain person about it, I'm not going to disclose that information with them. If I feel like you ain't going to give me the feedback that I would need, I'm not going to even share it with you. It's just like you can't go and talk steak with a snake, you know? Like you can't, you know? So it's like you have to be mindful of who you do share your vision with and the things that you do want to do with your life, because
when it comes with awareness, how do you decipher who you can share with?
For me, it have to do with the response I get. Like if I tell somebody about a business venture, like say when I started doing Dior and I started doing the products, and I tell people about it, and then they're like, you're doing something else. You know, okay, I'm probably not gonna tell you nothing else about nothing else that I got going on. So it's like we know them people, we know the negative Nancy's, we know the people that's really not interested in what we got going on. Them just the people that you just don't share nothing with. Them the people you just call and you check on it, hey, how you doing? And you don't share your next business venture. You don't share that you're supposed to have a VIP list, and then when they see that they missed the jet, then they'll just know to act better next time.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to use this analogy. Let's say, Shay, I knock on your front door. When I say knock on your front door, it's up to you to let me in or not. So you set the standard.
Mm-hmm.
We allow things to come in because we don't set the standard.
That's true.
Anna, you in the place of business. You are a boss. You're a boss. You set the standard as a boss. You let the people know, hey, this is what I expect. This is what I acquire. And if you can't live up to the expectations, I'm cutting your behind off. That's how we have to be. We don't set the standard for ourselves. That's that value you have. So Shay, when you're in your place of business, you set the standard. You tell them this is what I expect, this is what I acquire. If you can't live up to that, I have to cut you off.
Right.
So it's all about setting the standard. That's just like in a relationship. You meet somebody, you let that person know, hey, this is who I am, this is what I expect, this is what I acquire. They may think, oh, you being harsh, that's being cocky. No, you setting the standard. You're not allowing any and everything to come in your domain. But remember, this is your kingdom. This is your livelihood. This is your place of establishment. You are a business owner. You're not going to let every Tom, Dick, and Harry come to your place of business to ruin your name.
I'm going to tell you, when it comes to awareness, when you set those healthy boundaries for yourself, when you feel confident about who you are, whose you are, and what you're working towards, it's like we live in a time where you won't see every hater. You don't know everybody who's going to be a hater. So it's going to be hard for you to block these folks, especially like with social media. The higher you elevate, the higher the hate. And you know, they say you got to have a little hate to be great, but you got to know you can't let that stop you. It's just like the whole crabs in a bucket when they pulling. A lot of times it ain't necessarily that you got to cut people off, but you got to keep moving. You can't stop and let somebody pull you down. It's hard to lift your brothers and sisters up if you at the same level they are. You can't pull somebody up, and if y'all both sitting down on the ground, you got to take it up a level to be able to extend a hand. So that's when they say you got to fill your cup and over to have the overflow to help someone else. But I just feel like when it comes to awareness, you know, you got to have some discernment. Yes. You got to have some vision. You have to be direct with what you're working towards, your personal goals, all of those things, because there's going to be some hate. There's going to be some distractions, but I don't think you should let that stop you, limit you, or you shouldn't work out of fear. And so that goes hand in hand with shame and worthiness. Do you feel worthy? Because those who feel worthy keep striving. Those who feel shame and guilt, they slow down, they stop, they let up, they start self-sabotaging. You know, they take steps back. Oh, well, I'm leaving folks behind, or I feel like that's when they start letting the opinions of others overrule how they feel about their own vision. Because at the end of the day, it's your vision.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you this, like they'll say your vision ain't for everybody. That's absolutely true. Everyone won't see the picture because God gave the vision to you. But I'm gonna tell you this, you can share the vision. Just because you share the vision don't mean they're gonna be able to paint the picture. You got the recipe.
Right.
Have y'all, my grandma gave me a recipe for a sweet potato pie. I followed the recipe to the T. It did not taste the same. Okay? Can we keep it real?
Yeah. It's all
So
about
what
That
God,
extra flick on the wrist.
I don't know what I followed it to the, I didn't do not a ounce of sugar less than what she did, but it didn't taste like Mary Ann's. At the end of the day, it's your vision. So you don't have to be so afraid that somebody's going to steal your dream or steal your vision, because what's for you is for you.
That's so
We
true.
can be looking at the same picture and see something different.
That's it. And I say it's all about setting the standard and knowing your value, knowing your worth, knowing who you are, and learn different things. Get a mentor.
That part.
Find you a mentor. Find, not anybody can be a mentor. Find you a mentor that's gonna keep it real with you, that's gonna keep 1,000 with you. Develop a mentor, develop a system that you can become a better version of yourself. Work out, read books. You know what? I tell you, you can read books, but if you're not willing to apply the information,
It's pointless.
It's pointless.
I said that earlier.
Yeah, you're just playing yourself, because if you're not willing to apply and really take it to that next level in your life, you're playing yourself. Because nobody nothing knocking your front door and say, hey, I want you to get your life together. No. It's not gonna happen. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make that horse drink. You can't make people do what they want to do. Point blank period. You can't. I mean, it's each his own. It's on everybody individual. Some willing, some not gonna be willing. But do that. But will you allow that to stop you from growing? Will you allow that to stop that?
And you're dying. People think,
say that again. If you ain't growing, you're dying.
You're dying. And it's no opposite. I mean, it's a harsh reality, like, but that's just where you are. If you ain't growing, if you're not getting poured into, if you ain't listening to some motivation, some inspiration, if you ain't getting your personal development on, right now you drowning. Because I promise, with all the things that's going on in the world, you need like to overdose on positivity right now. Like you need to be like affirming your life away. You need to be speaking life into yourself every second of the day. You need to be reminding yourself who you are and standing firm in that. Like
Proverbs say a wise man seeks counsel, and those who seek guidance will be wise in the future. So the Bible tell you right there, you can read Proverbs 12, you can read Proverbs 11, 14, 15, 22. It all talks about surrounding yourself with people who are advising you, feeling you, pouring into you, sharing knowledge with you. It will create success. It will make you wise. It says it in the word. All right. Seek counsel. So that means check your circle. Don't be the smartest person in your circle. Surround yourself with positive people that's pouring into you. Continue to learn, continue to grow. It says it. So yes, Shay, Furman, y'all are on it. That's right.
And I'm gonna say this too, and I'm not saying it because I'm not doing it. I'm saying it because I'm doing it in my own life. Write down the things you want to do today. Write down the things you want to come. This is something I do in my own life. Like I do 16 hours. After my day, I write, okay, this is what I want to do when I get off. 3 things I wrote down that I want to do when I got out work. And I accomplished that. Okay, you know why? Because I was disciplined to do it. I could allow my emotions to override my logic. Well, oh, I could do it tomorrow. Oh, I'm tired. I want to get some sleep. Nah, because we play ourselves. Whatever you want to do, you write down what you want to do on that particular day. Whatever you set your mind on, do it. Don't look for people's opinion. Don't look to be accepted. Do what you want to do. Like little simple things. I said, okay, when I got off work, okay, I need to go to the store. I'm gonna say that I did this right here. I said, when I get off work, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna shower up. I showered up when I got off work. When I go to the store, I want to dress up. I iron me some clothes to go dress up, go to the store. I could have went bummy. I could have went shabby. Now it's about loving yourself, investing in yourself. So when you go to the store, I made sure I wore the best. I made sure I smell good because not to get nobody attention, but because I love myself. So I did that. And I accomplished those things after I got off work. So it's like the days that I'm off, I write down what I want to do. So I put a schedule together. We taking control now. We be allowing other things to control us. We allow our emotions to control. Now it's time to be more disciplined. So write the things you want to do. Like when I'm saying that when I was at work the other day, I looked at a healthy food list. And I made sure I follow that list to the T on the food that we can eat and the food we're not supposed to eat. I'm taking control of my life. You know, those that listen on Facebook Live tonight, take control of your life. Don't allow things to control you. When it comes to your money, control your money. Don't be spending on impulse. Don't be spending because I gotta have you. Some stuff you don't even gotta have. Some stuff can wait. I remember back in the day, before we ever thought about a car note. Remember back in the day when we first got our first job, we wanted a car. What we did? We saved our money for that car, right? That method still stands today because I'm working on getting me another car. So I had me 2 vehicles. I'm not posting to brag. My second car that I'm gonna get, I'm gonna pay cash for it. I know exactly the car that I want. I looked it up and I'm gonna pay cash for that car.
All right.
And I'm taking control. And you have to strategize. You have to plan. Okay. I know how much money I need to put aside. We taking control. You get what I'm saying tonight? We getting control of your life. If you want to be successful, take control of your life.
Yes.
Just like again with Shay, I wrote down the things I want to work when me and Shay work out. I wrote it, and she could vouch for it. She could tell you. I said, okay, on this particular day, I want to do this. I want to do that. Because we taking control of our life. You get what I'm saying? So you take control of your life. So when I get with her, and she, like I said, she could vouch for it. I said, okay, this is what I want to do. I said, okay, I want to do chest. I want to do chest day. I want to do shoulders. I want to do this. And she implements that. Because why? Taking control of the narrative.
Yep, for sure.
And then that showed that, okay, he's serious about this.
And I love that. I love that about Furman. I literally was writing down my favorite client, like what qualities that my favorite client have. And I love Furman's discipline. I love how he has mastered self-discipline. Like he's really mastered this. He's always on time. He always show up. He did them 2 days that he devotes to his wellness, he takes very seriously. And I love that about him. And I want to work with more people that take their life seriously, that really want to master that next level, that really want to master self-discipline, self-acceptance, personal development. And them the type of people that I enjoy working with the most because I can serve them at a high level. Because they can tell me what they want. And they're not scared to tell me what they want. And they okay with, and I'm perfectly fine with you telling me what you need. And we work that. And I feel like more people should be vocal and be open about what they need and what they want.
Right. And that's what it's all about. And like I said, taking control of the narrative, you setting the tone, you setting the atmosphere. You're like, we be talking all the time. Like I was telling Shay the other day, we was talking. Like you want to inspire the people that you work with, right?
Right.
It's like, hey, I want you to be. I can see this happening for you. I can see this going to you. I see you taking this to your business to the next level because you won't. It's like, okay, I want you to stand out from everybody else. I want you to take your fitness. I want you to take your brand, your baby, to the next level. It's like I look at, like I was sending you videos, like, hey, I think can learn from this. You can implement this in your program to take your business to the next level. I want you to succeed higher. I want you not just work with people like me. I'm not living myself, but you better work with big time people that's coming to the world of sports, like and up and coming.
And it's so it's amazing when people see those things for you, y'all, because those are definitely the type of things that I see for myself, working with celebrities, working with other celebrity trainers and doing boot camps and getting flew out other places to train people. And I do see those type of things for myself. So when you send me those type of things, I'm literally like, oh, what can I do? What can I add? Because y'all, if people not adding value to you, people not adding value, they taking away, they subtracting.
Yeah.
They say that again. If they ain't add, they taking away.
They taking away.
Gotta have some reciprocity now.
Yeah.
And then like with Anna, with you in a financial arena, baby, take your brand, your baby to the next level. I want you to not just be like these other cats out here who want to take people's money but don't want to educate the people. I want you to see you take your brand to the next level. Okay, you helping people. You're not looking at them as a dollar sign, but you educating them, because think about it, what you're doing, that's generational.
That's right.
That's not no mom, pop, that's it. No, this is mom, pops, son, daughter. Just trickle them down.
Legacy.
Exactly. So I want baby, to take that to the next level. You sit down, educate the people so they won't make these mistakes like they did before. Because I see some people that do these financial things, they just want to look at people as a paycheck.
Yeah.
Don't give a damn about what they did.
Sadly.
Don't care if they making it. They just got a paycheck from. No, but I want you, baby, you help people, educate people. You stand out. Like I would tell Shay, stand out.
Yes.
Learn from people that's already in that arena. Learn how they do their thing. Learn how they got here, how they got that. I look at different podcasts. I study how they do their panel, how they do their format. I read books because I want to. We're constantly evolving as a people, so we constantly want to evolve in our brands. And whatever you do in life, ladies and gentlemen, those that's on Facebook Live with us tonight, invest in yourself.
Best investment you can ever make.
That's right.
Take your brand to the next level. It's not all about branding, but you are a brand. You are the brand.
You the brand. So you gotta be like, people disregard that part. That's why you have to build yourself up so much, because you are the promo. You are the advertisement. That's why you have to stay so grounded. It's especially in this season, like Anna talking about inflation and the prices, and we in the bear market, and y'all, now is not the time. Now is not the time to be doing nothing otherwise than personal development, changing your money story, developing that self-discipline, because it's gonna be some days that's gonna be harder than others that you're gonna have to be disciplined.
Man, yes. You know, I had bad service earlier and it cut off. You know, these are the times when you want to secure your financial future. You can make the most progress in a recession. Some see it as a bad time, but that means growth is on the other side. This is the best time to stack your money and save, because if prices are high now, what's going to have to happen? They're going to have to come down. The housing market is going to come down. Are you going to be ready to invest? While the stocks are down, are you going to be able to have the assets available to invest? Do you
Mhm.
have somebody coaching you so you make the right decisions? It's all about value right now. So, like when we talk about investing, not just in the market, not just in real estate, not just in your personal business and brand, but you invest in yourself, right? Because you are of value. So that's when you
Yes.
start building your mind, your body, your spirit. You start building that temple up. So you preparing yourself for war, right?
Right.
Right.
You gotta get yourself ready. You gotta get in the best possible shape of your life. So
Right.
we're not moving out of fear. We're moving because on the other side is progress.
Right. And
Indeed, y'all.
and having fun
If
with it.
you want to see the progress, you gotta do the work.
You gotta put
Hey,
it,
guys, you gotta do the work. You can't skip that part.
you gotta put in the work. Because I'm reading this too in Proverbs 23, and it says Proverbs 21 and 25 says this: the desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor.
Oh Lord,
I'm
y'all.
saying
Think
it
about the
again.
lazy. Come on, y'all.
The
If y'all don't know what's
desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor.
I know you done heard your grandmama tell you laziness will kill you. Cause my grandmama used to tell me that laziness will kill you. So that and I
faith
guess
without work.
yeah.
Is that you gotta work. At the end of the day, you got, and I think, and that's how when it comes. I believe in God. I do. I believe in with the Bible and stuff. But some people take Christianity as hocus pocus. It is not no hocus pocus. It's today's term that we apply to our life. It considers work. You still have to work. Like if faith without work is dead. You still have to move. It's like if you want to lose weight, you can't be praying, I'm praying to lose
Oh
weight.
God.
No,
Oh,
you
I'm
have
gonna
to put
wake
it in
up and
work.
be skinny. I'm gonna wake up and be healthy. Nah, it don't
Yeah.
work
It don't
like
work
that.
like that. It don't work like that. You have to get off your behind and go to work. Like you want to get your finances right. Everybody want to, man, the devil surely mess with my finances. No, it's you doing it. Because the Bible said, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge because they rejected it. So if you know you're struggling in your finance, what you need to do, get with somebody who's an expert in finances.
That's
They can
right.
sit down, they can teach you and coach you and show you what you need to do when it comes to your fitness. Get with somebody who's already equipped. They can sit down, coach you on your fitness. Let's stop playing these hocus pocus games and get up and go to work.
In career, y'all, even in your career. I think a lot of people need career coaching. A lot of people need communication coaching because the communication in 2022, I don't know, in the comprehension skills, and a
That
lot of
part.
people, y'all have to learn to be okay with using your critical thinking skills. My God, if you don't pull these critical thinking skills out and use your problem solving skills and stop with this defeated attitude, I literally
And
talked
entitled.
to somebody last week and I had a solution for them. I'm about problem solving. I have the solution for you right here. I promise we can come up with a solution. But if I give you a solution, don't come give me 27 reasons as to why.
You know why, Shay?
You done gave me 27 more reasons, and we thinking of most. I'm thinking of more solutions. You thinking of more problems.
Because you know why, Shay? They're closed-minded.
Yeah,
A
yes.
person is closed-minded is always going to find ways for you to agree to what they got. A person that's open-minded is going to be accepted to change, going to be accepted to do things differently. And that's what the problem is. People so certainly everybody, but some people just closed-minded. And closed-minded ain't going to get you nowhere. So you have to be open, like you said earlier. we have to evolve. We have to evolve, just like with Amazon. They are evolving with the times. So we have to evolve. We can't keep doing the same thing. You can't be people. They FaceTime, they text. Some people, if you can't be doing the pager, using the pager in 2022, because they don't even make beepers no more. So
you gotta be able to pivot, y'all. You gotta be able to pivot. We read the book Who Moved My Cheese? And so y'all can look the book up. You can listen to it on YouTube. They even got the synopsis. It's no reason y'all don't take Who Moved My Cheese. It has 4 characters in this book, and I want y'all to check it out. Okay, you got Sniff and Scary, you got Him and Haw. You got to figure out, who are you? Are you going to stand there talking about who moved my cheese and hope that the cheese just come back? Or are you going to go out there and find some more cheese?
I mean, they keep producing cheese, and you just gonna sit and wait.
You gonna sit there and be like, well, who moved it? You gonna sit in that same spot and just so stuck. It's not fair. It's gone. You gonna stay right there.
Keep looking for it.
Cheese. And
looking for that cheese.
When you could pivot and go find some more. I want y'all, when y'all get some time, check out on YouTube, check out on my Facebook, check out my live, because a lot of this stuff I talked about today, as far as like mindset, and when Furman talked about people being closed-minded, you cannot be too caught up in that. You just got to focus on, it's your job to give. It ain't on you to figure out if they're going to receive it and do something with it. It's on that person to take it in and do something with it. I'm just here to give it to you. The resources are available. When you pray for patience, God does not make you patient. He gives you the opportunity to become more patient, right? Okay. When you ask for strength, he doesn't miraculously make you strong. He will put you in the position to build strength.
Yeah, it's just simple stuff. It's just so simple.
Yeah.
If you want to work out, I'm going back to the fitness thing.
Come on.
If you want to work out, you got to put in the work.
Got to do it.
If you want a certain body, you got to put in the work. It's not going to miraculously appear like that. You have to put in the work. You have to, another thing, you have to spend money on this stuff too. This stuff is not free. Because people, that's another thing too. Pay the people that you work with.
We'll be talking all night.
I mean, I ain't boasting or bragging, but when I give Shay, I pay her for her services. I don't look for freebies. If you really want something bad enough, you're gonna spend the money on what you really want. People always say, I don't got no money. Yes, you do. You spend money on what you want. You make
things
time.
You see that you have value to you.
So all that, I don't have the money. Yes, you do. You have the money on what you want to buy.
And the time when people be like, I'm too busy. I don't have the time.
You have the time, you make time for what you want.
That's
so
right.
We have to learn how to be real with ourselves. If you really don't want to do something, just be honest with the person, how I want to do it. Another thing I learned too the other day, if somebody asks you a question, don't go with because that lets you know you don't believe in yourself. If Anna asks a question, Anna, and you ask the person a question, you ask, what do you want? You say, they scared. They don't know what they want.
No, man.
Like
I tell you, it drives me crazy. If I ask you a question, don't ask me another one. Answer my question. I'll sit there and wait.
Because it be fear.
What do you want me to do?
Because it's fear. What it is fear. And it's like, I don't know what you gonna think.
For not being accepted in the category, like I feel everybody like have a different goal. Like everybody have a different body goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like everybody have their own version of what it means to be wealthy or what it means to be comfortable. And it took me a minute to realize this, because I was one of the people that would just be pulling at people like, come on, like, why you don't get this? Like, come on. And one person said the realest thing to me. She was like, what if I'm just okay where I'm at?
That part.
What if this what I want to do and this is just all I want to be, and I really don't want to be nothing else.
So in other words, that lack of confidence again.
Yeah, she's just like, I don't think I should be nothing else. I'm literally okay with where I'm at, and it clicks something in me. Everybody don't see what you see in them.
Yeah, your expectations. That goes back to the person in the mirror, because just because that person says I'm fine, it doesn't mean that they're of less value or they don't see the value. But we got to understand, just like in anything that we do in life, there will be levels. So you can't expect everybody to move how you move, to think how you think, to feel how you feel. If everybody reacted the same, there would be no hatred, no competition. That it would be just, okay, level playing. But there's levels to things. So there's no way that you can perform at a higher standard than someone and you expect everyone to perform at that standard. Everybody will not be a gold medalist. No. We all will be exalted in different areas. So we just have to be able to recognize what is ours and be okay. I'm totally fine not being a rocket scientist. Somebody can say, come on, Anna, you can get this. Biochemistry is not complicated. They could coach me, they could hold my hand, take me to take the test. That might not be my gift nor my calling. Okay, that does not make me less. Okay, so we got to realize our expectations of people. Again, you looking in the mirror. You can't expect everything from everyone. You got to accept people where they are. And when we start doing that, we'll better appreciate our brothers and sisters. We'll be less disappointed in them.
Right. Yes, and that's what I learned from that. Like, you can't want more for people than they want for themselves. And that it used to, oh man, y'all don't know how bad they used to frustrate me, because I just be like, girl, boy, get this. And then it'd be crazy because now people come to me years later and be like, well, you told me. And if I would have listened to you way back then, it wouldn't even be like this. But come to their own realizations within time. And I was reading A Slight Edge, and in A Slight Edge, it talks about time. And a lot of people do not take time and allow time to catch up with them. Like, I know I'm a millionaire. Time just haven't caught up with me yet. Like, I know I'm a millionaire, but time, I have to give it time. And a lot of us give up before the time.
So we want that instant gratification.
Yeah, you got to give it time. You can't give up before it's time. Time is the only thing that you need a lot to acquire over time. Just think about how much hours you need at work to get a paycheck. They want you to have 40 hours at least.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get you a paycheck. Why? They want your time.
Right.
They want your time. When it comes to developing skill sets, it takes time. What do? You go to school. You go to school for these degrees. What's that acquiring? More time. You need more hours. So allow time to be your friend. Allow time. Like, I used to be like, oh my God, time is not on my side. No, time is what I have. I have time. I have more time than I have money. And that's what a lot of people need to realize. Whatever you got more of, that's what you got to leverage. So if you got more time, leverage your time better.
Right.
If you got more money, leverage your money better. But if all you got is time, for me, I have time. So that keeps me in service because I got time.
Right. And then
so I'm allowed to service.
Yeah, because we got 24 hours in a day.
And a lot of, and I used to be one of the people that say, that's not enough time. It's not enough hours in a day. And it's not, it's time. We have time. It was not true.
And it's plenty of time.
Yeah.
It's plenty of time to do what you want to get done. I'm gonna say this tonight. You should not want to live a loser lifestyle.
Yeah, y'all. You should not. You should not.
It's about a choice. You should want to live a winning lifestyle. And I'm not talking about on the material side of things, because you can have material stuff and still be insecure. What we want to do tonight, we want to be more confident. Insecurity is going to be there. Yeah, that could be there, but we don't want to hide behind our insecurity. We got to get rid of the fear. The Bible said God did not give the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. We want to be sound minded. We want to be focused, more driven, more ambitious. And we should not want to live a suck life. I don't want to live a suck life. That's not living. And then go ahead, Jay.
That's why we have to continue to personally develop, y'all, heighten our self-awareness, and stay consistent in those areas when it comes to writing down what you want to do, writing down the things you see for yourself. It's so important, y'all. We might say this a lot. We say it a lot because it's important. And if we get this in y'all head, then y'all start doing it.
Yeah, and I said it's not just something that we're just talking to be talking, but it's something I apply in my own life, because you have to be a student first, and we got to be a student of the game. So apply these things. Like I said, I just started writing down Furman Jackson Jr. to live a disciplined lifestyle. I wrote down how I want to do my money. I write this stuff down, and I got it in my notebook, and I go over and I look at it to remind myself it's all about taking control of your life. Take control of your life. Whatever you want in life, it's up to you to obtain it. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink. So if you're not willing to accept the good, then that's on you. We should not want to live a mediocre lifestyle.
That's that part.
Because we accepted it. You have to change this. You have to change this first. You gotta believe in ourselves. If you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else ain't gonna believe in you. Start doing little simple things. Start getting more organized. Start changing some things up in your life. I did. I started changing up things in my life that I know that I wanted to change in my life. So I started implementing little different things. I moved to a new city. It's new opportunities here. Look, do different things. Keep being involved in your life. That's what you want to do. You constantly want to grow. You constantly want to meet new people. You want to constantly go new places. Start doing things you know did before. Start going places that you never been before. Start meeting people you never met before. Start, because we constantly evolving. Like, it's some places here in Dallas I want to start checking out. There's some places here that I want to go. There's a lot of nice upscale places here in Dallas that I want to check out. That means I want to dress up. You meet different people. You do different things. Our life should be interesting. If you're not interesting, you're not going to draw people. So we should become interesting human beings.
I believe that as well. I think that's another reason why I started really digging a little bit more deeper into my wellness journey. Like, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I tried like the sound bath and opening my chakras and really tapping in and becoming in tune. And it's a different space, y'all, when we allow ourselves to just be still and not do anything. So practice meditation. Even if it's not nothing but 5 minutes, and do the meditation with no expectations of anything happening, nothing miraculously gonna fall out the sky, anything like that. But just meditate and see what you hear. Pick up the feelings that you get from being still, and just listen to some meditation music. Or for me, I use Pure Focus. Like when I'm reading, I'll turn on some focus music or some meditation music, and it helped to relax my mind. It helped to relax my body and get me in the right state of being. We have to be comfortable and know that throughout the day, our shifts, like we shift. We might start at the top of the day feeling amazing, and then something might dampen your day, and you have to learn how to come back and shift back to the original state. And this take practice, y'all. This not nothing that we saying it's gonna be like tomorrow, overnight. All these things take so much practice. But if you start practicing it now, Go and start practicing now. That way, in a year, 2 years, 3 years, you'll be done mastered it. Like you'll be done mastered that level and you can move forward. And I think a lot of us don't spend time mastering a level. Like for me, I'm trying to master this level right now. And then boom, you're gonna skyrocket to the next phase.
Right.
Easy, effortlessly.
Right. And that's how it should want to be. Start with little simple things. Learn to cook different meals. Buy cookbooks. You know what I'm saying? Find different meals you can cook. Go different places.
Yes.
Be more organized in your house. You know, that's nothing I apply in my own life, to be more organized, to have more structure. Because we're taking control of our life. So we need to take full control of our life and stop allowing things and situations and circumstances control us. We allow our emotions to override our logic. Our logic shall override our emotions. So what we're saying here tonight, not just be talking, but this is something that we apply to our own life on a regular basis. So this is something that I wrote out. Okay, this is how I want to be. This is what I want to do. This is how it's going to be. You take control of the narrative. So take control of your narrative. I don't know what your narrative is tonight, but take control of your narrative. Start right now. Start where you're at tonight. Before you go to bed, before you close your eyes, write down what you want in your life. Because you have to get it in our subconscious mind. Because the more you meditate on it, what's going to happen? The body's going to start doing what the mind is already thinking. That's why the Bible said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So you think it first, the body eventually is going to start acting on what the mind is already thinking. So write down what you want. I did, because you believe in yourself that, hey, I can have this, I can do that, I could do this, whatever you want. Start tonight. And 9 times, you can go over what you wrote. You might want to freshen it up, touch it up. It's like a resume. They say you should always update your resume every 6 months, I think. I could be wrong, but that's your resume. So always update your resume on a regular basis. So I think what we talked about tonight was pretty good here on Impact Voice Podcast. I know we're going to be back tomorrow night with a special edition. We're going to have some guests on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's episode is called Manhood. We were at war. We know Father's Day is coming up this Sunday. We know that men don't get the recognition that they deserve to do on Mother's Day. But I believe not tonight, but tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about some real hard-hitting stuff that us men are dealing with when it comes to our insecurities, our imperfections, the wrong information that we receive, how we get so caught up as an image as a man, we forget our masculinity. We think it's all about the clothes, the muscles, the look. We can have the look, but we still had a little boy that's on the inside of it that's still struggling on who he is, struggling when it comes to different things he dealt with. So I believe tomorrow night's going to really open up a lot of eyes tomorrow night. I got some guests that's going to be with us tomorrow. I'm excited about this breakthrough. And I'm excited about this delivery that God is doing right now in this time. Have total freedom.
Yes.
The Bible said, whom the Son set free is free indeed. It's time to be free mentally. We could be free physically, but are we free mentally?
That's true.
We still be in prison in our mind, don't even realize it.
That's so true.
By our thought patterns. We worry about what people say, what they're going to think. But tomorrow night's going to be powerful, of course. And we're going to be looking forward to that. Like I said, the ladies are welcome to join. We want to allow to hear the stuff that the men are dealing with, the stuff that men go through, the stuff that men deal with on a regular basis. Because we get so beat up in the world already, but when we come home, we're still at war. We're still at war when it comes to our spouse, when it comes to our children. The emotion, the stuff that we deal with, it's crazy. But God is healing. He's having some healing. So, but we want to take it to the next level when it comes to our men, comes to their masculinity. So that's gonna be on tomorrow night. But we want y'all to have a great night. What was said tonight I hope that it really resonate with some of y'all that's watching this on Facebook Live. We want to thank everybody for their comments. We want to thank everybody for sharing tonight's episode on their page. We love y'all. Thank y'all for that. Big L's to everybody. When I say L, that's the love part. I'm not talking about losses. The L's to love. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all, ladies. Before we get off the air, ladies, do y'all have any final remarks y'all want to leave with the nice audience here on Facebook Live?
For me, if you guys need any help with heightening that self-awareness and need those tips again, you can definitely feel free to DM me. You know, I'm in a life coaching and fitness space. So if you need help in the life coaching space, DM me. Let's set up a time to talk. Having a conversation with me is totally free because I need to see if I can even help you. And if I can't, I would definitely point you in the direction of somebody that can assist you.
Oh, well, thank you, Shay. Absolutely. If you need any help with your finances, setting up some investments, making sure you're properly protected. But lately I've seen a lot of us who already have life insurance, you need to review it with a reputable agent. You want to make sure you're aware of what you have, what you don't have, what waivers, what riders. You want to make sure you comprehend your policy and that it's tangible in your possession. Don't wait till the time of emergency and say, well, I thought I had. Okay, so periodically get with your agent and let them go over your documents with you. If you don't have something set up, definitely reach out to me. This is the time. And I hope everybody have a wonderful night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.